Well, hello yet again. Here we are in a 1968 Ford Bronco. Specifically, it is Icon BR number 38. Really nice truck. It's feeling good. Love the color. Let's take it on a short test drive and I will do my best to explain what we are up to. Kind of got thrown for a loop recently because Ford updated the program on the 5-liter crate Coyote V8 without telling anyone. So suddenly we were in a situation where, okay, the solution for the intake box that we'd used before and other details have been working flawlessly. Suddenly they did not. So the airflow meter and therefore the intake box, the air filter plenum and all that on this engine are super sensitive. So meaning if the air volume, if the turbulence within that air flow and all other factors are just a tiny bit off from factory, you're screwed. So that was fun. We had to work on the program a bit more and we had to redesign the air box. We decided for serviceability to do an enclosed air filter element, which has always been a priority, but specifically to engineer a new air box that was compliant with the stock application Mustang air filter, because that's just one less mystery for people to figure out on the road, you know? So that brought a whole bunch of challenges, but we got it figured out. This is that realized form, so this has those improvements. This also has the new program, which the bonus at the end of the day, we actually got about 9 additional horsepower out of the deal. Wasn't looking for it, we got plenty of power, but made a nice difference. We started off with an Epic Original paint, 68 Bronco. No alterations to it, thing was dead stock. It had thrown a rod, so it had been parked way back when because of the engine failure and no one had dealt with it, fortunately. So we grabbed it and we ran it through our process and I'm happy with it. It came out really nice. So this truck's really nicely set up. First off, the color, super cool color. It's not black. It looks black at first, but you'll notice in different lights, it is actually a very, very dark blue with a super fine silver metallic flake in the paint suspension. So that's a 2-stage paint, obviously. And I really like it. It plays with the light, and at night, it almost looks like a different truck than it appears to be in bright sunlight. So that's kind of cool. No Ranger trim, which seems to be the case more and more. People aren't selecting the Ranger trim. Obviously, our CNC'd stainless rearview mirrors and door handles, the CNC'd billet one-piece anodized grille, the CNC'd stainless and enameled Icon font in the grille. Those are separate pieces. They kind of float in there with really cool little anchor indexes. We're running the typical Icon front rear bumper package with the worn winch that's nicely hidden, and that's running a synthetic rope and Viking recovery gear Haas Fairlead. Recovery gearbox, of course, bag rather, comes with all of them. So that's a Viking recovery bag stuffed full of the best Viking and ARB components. We're running the kind of a not a usual rim, not what you're using to see from us, although it is on our options list and I think it has a nice effect. Also, it shows off the brakes, which is kind of cool because oftentimes they're really hidden. So this is the Icon Sport Brake package developed with our buddies at Brembo. So ridiculous oversized 6-piston front calipers, 4-piston rears, 2-piece hat T4041 hardware rotors, and then the master cylinder is a Hydro Boost assist system, which works out really nice. We're running the Coyote 5.0 as mentioned. We're running the Ace & Warner AX15 5-speed, which in turn sends power through the Atlas twin stick part-time 4x4 shift on the fly T-case, obviously with high and low range. For suspension, this truck is running the Icon Sport suspension option, so that's Eibach coils, Fox Racing 2.5-inch body nitrogen charged shocks with remote reservoirs and all mil-spec finishes and hoses. We're running, architecturally speaking, radius arm in the front with Johnny joints and triangulated 4-link in the rear also with Johnny's, and then you have front and rear sway bars. We've got the ARB locking diffs fit into the Dynatrack Icon specific axles, so you've got a Dana 60 based Pro Rock high pinion rear, and then in the front you've got the Dana 44 with fine spline axles from Superior and other upgraded internals. Both front and rear are running the ARB locking differentials option with the dedicated air compressor. Moving on to other exterior options, we've got the aux LED lighting front and rear. What else do we have? I think that's it for options on the rear. On the inside, we're running the Chilowich textile option with the carbon fiber 3-stage heaters in the seats. We're running the new and improved Icon center console with the, can never remember, AVIC 8200 NEX head unit with CarPlay, nav, and all that good stuff. This one's not set up with the sat radio option nor the reverse camera at the client's request. We've got our nifty aircraft visors, which we retail those, by the way, and they just came out with a universal fit one, which makes them even more versatile. Really cool product made here in California, intended for aerospace, most likely most commonly seen on Lear jets and other private aircraft. The rearview mirror we stole from Tesla. Thanks, Elon. That's auto dimming, which is really nice, and it's a far sturdier one than the unit we were running before. Headliners, the standard Alcantara dark charcoal, well, I guess you call it black. Door panels, cargo panels are the usual fare, meaning that's laser cut ribbed stainless with water jet cut aluminum bezels, and then the Chilowich textile is sandwiched within. The pockets for the inside door releases are CNC'd aluminum as well, getting rid of the factory plastic stuff. And then we did power windows and power door locks on this truck. The power door locks are done in a manner where we keep the original cool analog stem, but as you hit it, it'll actuate both of them. And then you have just a conventional remote on your key fob, so you don't have to fuddle around with your keys when you're getting in. Power windows are kind of cool too. You've seen them before if you follow the brand. We've been using them more and more. They're from an American company called New Relics, and basically they allow us the luxury of keeping the traditional analog looking window crank, but now you simply nudge down for down and you nudge up for up. We're actually working on modification to that, where if you double tap down, all windows go down, and double tap up for all up, which I think will be cool. Because right now you kind of got to be an octopus to do the reach over. It's not a big deal, but it'd be a nice detail if we can improve it. We're running the 2-passenger tuck and tumble removable bench in the rear. What else? Oh, a couple new details. So, it's our usual CNC'd housing made out of aluminum with a laser cut stainless insert for the IP or instrument panel housing. Same with the glove box, which is actually 9 CNC'd elements in aluminum and stainless that all kind of Lego together. The usual knobs, the usual center dash, marine rated 12-volt power port. But the new elements, can you spot them? All right, long enough. New AC vents, those are the ones we tried out on the Peterson Special. What's cool is you can push, pull. So you can push to close off that vent if you want to be mean to your passenger and demand all the cold air for yourself. That works really nice. Don't really need it though. This vintage air unit just kicks ass. It's the best in the market, and I've tried them all. Really cools this cabin very well. So much so that we backed up and redesigned, it's pretty invasive, the FJ to be able to fit this unit. We were so pleased with it. The other new element on the dash is the hood and parking brake knobs. I went ahead and redesigned those to match the updated font and surface shaping of the primary lights, wiper, fan, vent, temp knobs. And now they share that font and it just flows a little bit better. Probably the only geek that'll notice. Hopefully a couple more of you do too. What else? I'll spare you waxing poetic about how cool my console is, but I'm really happy with it. One thing we did realize though is we made it so robust and out of stainless. And the byproduct of that was if you put your phone inside of it, forget about it. It just kills your phone signal. So next couple trucks you'll notice I'm going to update that. So there's a pocket on this front decline plane. If you've bought my center console thus far, I'll be able to sell you that as a submodule. So if you want to update yours to my current update, go for it. Let me think. I guess that's probably enough. I think you guys have seen a lot of these videos and know what we're up to for the most part thus far anyway. So I'll call that a wrap. And I'll thank you again, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos and for following my brand. We really appreciate it. I know they're expensive and I don't care if you can't buy them. If you like them, I'm happy. And thank you for sharing and spreading the word. Trying to grow this channel. Do it all organically, but please like the video if you liked it. Please share it with your friends. Ask questions. I'm very active. I stay up on those replies, or at least I try to. And who's the hater? I'm curious. Like, give me a negative comment so it's feedback, but invariably, all my videos, I get 1 thumbs down. I have a sneaking suspicion it's one person. I'm curious, why? Don't like my voice? Don't like my work? Tell me. I can take the heat. All right. Thanks again. See you later. Have a good day.